What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Raised.
Quinn's second novel, The Viscount Who Loved Me, is getting adapted into a second season of the Bridgerton series. And here we have everything we know so far about the series, the official release date confirmed, a new love story on the horizon, different characters grabbing the spotlight, and a love triangle as a huge possibility with Anthony in it all. With even more new cast members, here's to bringing even more drama to the mix. Recap. One of the weirdest and tumultuous years in our lives came to be 2020, with a bitter end which saw the release of Bridgerton, a series that arrived on Christmas Day, a time when we probably needed something of the sort the most. The Shonda series became a huge success very quickly, taking place on the Netflix streaming platform amongst one of the most watched series in history. Based on the best-selling romance novels by Julia Quinn, the series centers on Daphne Bridgerton, the eldest daughter of a powerful family in the Regency era, and her journey in a somewhat confusing London marriage market that sends her right in the hands of Duke of Hastings. Only a month was needed until the second season was announced, with all of us having an official release date for it and the series coming to Netflix on March 25th, 2022. The ending of the first series suggests that an even bigger drama is brewing, which will bring each and every one of the cast members together. As for any new news about the second season, there is also a teaser of sorts and first look into things, and even though the footage is short, there are some hints and details in it that point to where this series is headed for the second season. But more on that in a little bit. Cast. For the cast side of things, we already know that Daphne will be returning as expected.
Callers for Miss Daphne, Mom.
But the Duke, you already have a caller, dearest.
Well, I suppose now I have more.
With Phoebe in the role, who will be joined by Simon Bassett, with Regé-Jean reprising his role. However, there is a twist. The two will now be more of the supporting side of things and no longer the show's main characters, with them having their conflict resolved and happily living and raising the children at the Glidon Castle. So, who is going to be in the midst of things, you ask? Well, the spotlight will be taken by Daphne's older brother, Anthony Bridgerton.
Anthony, you're here.
Of course I'm here, sister. I'll never miss such an important day for you and our family.
No, you would just be late for it.
And Jonathan Bailey in that role, accompanied by Simon Ashley Kate Sharma, his potential bride-to-be. Kate's sister, Edwina Sharma, will also play a crucial role in Anthony's love story, with a newcomer coming to the show in the form of Sharada Chandran, who will be portraying the role. Lady Mary Sharma, the mother of the girls, will be played by Shali Khan, a scandalous woman to say the least. Callum Lynch is also here, who will be portraying the printer's assistant, Theo Sharp. The list doesn't stop there. When newcomers to the show are talked about, Rupert Young is also joining in, and even though his character is still not known, he is said to be stepping into the role of the newest member out of all, who has a lot of connections, one of which is to the most notable families out there. Julie Andrews is expected to return and lend her voice as Lady Whistledown, and Golda Rosheuel will be back as Queen Charlotte once again.
The Queen. May God have mercy on their souls.
The rest of the core cast includes the like of Nicola Coughlan as Penelope Featherington, Claudia Jessie as Eloise Bridgerton, Ruth Gemmell as Lady Violet Bridgerton, Andoh as Lady Danbury, and Polly Walker as Lady Portia Featherington. One cast member for whom we know so little is whether Marina Thompson will be back as Ruby Barker, after she was last seen marrying her dead lover's brother and the two driving away from Featherington House. One cast member who will not be returning is Ben Miller, after his character Lord Featherington died in the series. That is everything we know so far, but all of the fans of the novels will know that maybe some other newcomers are going to get introduced in the meantime as well. Plot. We are not completely in the unknown about where the story will head next, firstly by knowing who the main characters will be and which two characters will be the stars of the series, and secondly, the source material. The Quinn novels, which are the purest form of indication themselves. The first season loosely followed the events of Duke and I, the first novel, which hints that the second season will most likely follow the events of the second novel on the list, The Viscount Who Loved Me. Each of the novels focuses on one member of the Bridgerton family, their lives, and romance, which brings us to the educated guess that Netflix is in a prime position to continue adapting Bridgerton for a decade solely because of the large cast of characters and the canon of source material in possession. As we said before, the second novel shifts the focus on Anthony, the eldest of 8 children. He was last seen fresh at the heartbreaking conclusion of his on and off again romance with Sienna, an opera singer, with Anthony confessing to Simon and Daphne his commitment of marrying for duty rather than love. However, it should not come as a surprise to many that life has other plans for Anthony. Though season 1 finale did a very good job of foreshadowing the long and winding path of Anthony in search of true love, the second season of Bridgerton series will depict a different kind of setting just because of Anthony's nature and his character, but also a season filled with romance in places you would not expect. With everything leading to Anthony having both love and fate he deserves for having such a good and loving heart, finally finding his love interest to also be his perfect match. But what about the other characters? It is widely known that Lady Whistledown will be caught causing a lot of trouble for the rest of the gang, with her character moving in new directions. In the second season, she will be somewhere in the middle, not a girl anymore, but far from a woman, more aware of her power, however, not good and smart in the way she uses it, getting herself in complicated situations. Nicola, who plays Penelope Featherington, also teased that people will be quite shocked about the second season, with every one of us at home simply not being ready for what is coming up. Louise Bridgerton will also probably have a huge role in everything as she's seen in the evening attire together with her mother and 2 elder brothers Anthony and Benedict. Could this mean that Louise is finally out in society and her brothers with her as male escorts to a ball? Another character that we mentioned before is Edwina, the older sister of Kate, who will throughout the season meddle between Anthony and her sister after she notices that he is not fit to marry her, a moment which will kick off an event so-called enemies to lovers plot which fans will love through and through. Peak thirst has been the name of the game for both the novels and the first season of the series received when the description about the two was asked about, and Van Dusen was not shy to share that the second season will be even more delicious in the sensual and sexual department of the series, something the series will tend to lean on in the future. Whatever the case may be, we will have to wait and see how things turn out. All we can say right now is that the series has just started with only 1 season released and 1 more coming in a couple of months. We can safely say that the TV show has only scratched the surface. There's a lot more where everything came from, and we can't wait to see everything. On a related note, tell us down in the comments below, what are your thoughts on the series so far? Knowing that the series has made some changes when compared to the novels, which change would you like to see happen in the second season of Bridgerton? And also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you'd like to see more videos like this in the future. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.